We have in our midst the most eminent physician of our times, Dr. V Shanta. In addition to being eminent, she's perhaps the most compassionate physician who might have walked in India for a long time now. She's the chairperson of our reception committee. May I kindly request Srimati Hema Gopal, a vice president with the Tata Consultancy Services and the vice chairperson of our organizing committee, to introduce Dr. V Shanta to the audience.
Good evening all. I am very privileged to introduce Dr. Shanta. Dr. Shanta was born in the family of Nobel laureates and raised in a world of books, ideas and high achievements. Resisting the conventional path for women, she studied medicine at Madras Medical College and came under the spell of Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy, a social reformer and India's first woman medical graduate. In 1954, under Dr. Reddy's leadership, the Women's Indian Association Cancer Relief Fund founded the Cancer Institute, WIA, in Madras. Drawn to Dr. Reddy's vision, young Dr. Shanta joined the institute and still serving it for over 60 years. Dr. Shanta conducted groundbreaking research on oral, cervical and breast cancer and pediatric leukemia, publishing the results in international journals and establishing the institute as India's first regional cancer research and treatment center in 1975. In 1984, the institute added a postgraduate college where Shanta proceeded to train cancer specialists, more than 150 of whom now practice throughout the subcontinent. As a director from 1980, Shanta strove to make the institute a world-class research center with institutional partners in Europe, North America, Japan, and had the state-of-the-art laboratory and imaging equipments. She worked tirelessly to raise donations, grants, and government subsidies and trained hundreds of village health nurses to screen rural women for cervical abnormalities. In 2000, she opened India's first hereditary cancer clinic. 84 years young Dr. Shanta sees all patients, still performs surgery and is still on call 24/7 in a day. Dr. Shanta received in 2005 Ramon Magsaysay Award for Public Service. She also received the Padma Award, and she is a true inspiration for all women, not only in India but across the globe. She is the chairperson for the reception committee of Swami Vivekananda Women's Initiative, for which we all have gathered here. Thank you, madam, and welcome you.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I please request you to put your hands together as I request Srimati Rajashree Birla to present a memento to Chennai's very own Dr. Shanta. Click and awe. Our beloved chairman of the reception committee and a human being extraordinaire, Dr. V Shanta.
Srimati Rajashree Birla, friends, colleagues, sisters and brothers, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Our grateful thanks to Srimati Birla for her gracious presence and participation. Our warm welcome to one and all. We are indeed happy to have so many of you to participate in this very important event, the Swami Vivekananda Women's Initiative. On this 150th anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, the Women's Initiative will give a clarion call to women of India, and in the words of Swamiji, awake, arise, stop not till the goal is reached. A call to women to be part of what is happening around them, to bring back values and principles in life, and for women to understand and appreciate their respective roles and responsibilities. Values and principles may differ from time to time in different countries, different environments, but dharmic living, which is universal truth in thought, word and deed, and righteous, harmonic living cannot be different at any time and has been the same all the time. There is a general but a palpable deterioration, should I say sliding down, of many of these values. Violence in general, not only against women, corruption, unethical practices, indiscipline, and many more are daily occurrences are on the increasing multifold. The Women's Initiative will awaken the younger generation of women to play a major role in improving this environment. Madras, I think now called Chennai, was the city where Swamiji laid out his agenda for rejuvenation of the nation, My Plan campaign. The Swami Vivekananda Women's Initiative in its agenda aims to exemplify the role of women as envisioned by Swamiji and many other great thinkers of India. In India, the mother is the center of the family and one's highest ideal. She represents God. The manifestation of God is in the hand that rocks the cradle. We need a harmonious family and harmonious living. The parents should be role models to mold the mind and conduct of the children, social living, and all else in life. This parental influence at home and the teacher's influence in the schools decides the character of the child and what they will be tomorrow. The Women's Initiative, the hand that rocks the cradle, will awaken the new generation of young women and girls towards creating a better environment, a harmonious environment that can be the foundation for social and economic progress in India. Bharatiyar dreamt of a Pudimai pen, empowered woman, a woman independent in thought, deed, and a woman with ideals and compassion. Swamiji, Mahatmaji, Bharatiyar, every one of them spoke of environment of the woman as pivotal in awakening of India and nation building. They spoke the same language at different times in different languages. பாரதியார் புதுமை பெண்ணை பற்றி கனவு கண்டார். நினைவிலும் செயலிலும் உறுதி வாய்ந்த எளிமை கண்டு இறங்கும், சிறுமை கண்டு பொங்கும் வலியமான லட்சிய பெண்ணை பற்றி கனவு கண்டார். வைய வாழ்வு தன்னில் எந்த வகையிலும் பெண்கள் ஆண்களுக்கு குறைந்தவர் இல்லை, சரிநிகர் சமமானவர் என்று திரும்ப திரும்ப வலியுறுத்தி கூறினார். Unfortunately, the environment around us is very different today from what it was in the earliest years of our revered social leaders. And the difference in this environment is essentially because of the differences in understanding and appreciation of values in life, the most important being traditional family system and all related issues. I'll just say a few words about what is discussed always as empowerment of women. I want to dispel the misconceptions that the younger generation have about empowerment. Empowerment is not just taking a graduation or a postgraduate degree. It has to come from an understanding of what women are capable of, knowledge of their rights, how to assert their rights. Empowerment is not going to pubs at midnight or smoking cigarettes or consuming alcohol. Empowerment is not license. Every right carries with it responsibility as well. Education and awareness will provide the basis of this understanding, and every woman must understand that economic independence is vital if she has to assert herself. Empowerment comes from good education, understanding social responsibility, understanding one's capacities and limitations, economic independence, and ability to take independent decisions. I think this is going to be very important. The days when women could be just housewives and be silent spectators to whatever happens around them will have to be past history. No doubt there are considerable handicaps and problems for working women. She has not only to work but run a home. This implies a capacity to adapt to multiplicity of duties, care of the family, upbringing of the child, and in addition to her vocation. The upbringing of children today is more difficult than it was yesteryears because the children do not accept everything blindly. Women have therefore to learn to be good mothers and good wives. The environment provided by the parent, especially the mother, will be a major determinant that molds the character of the child and shape his or her future. I wonder whether the present educational system is geared for these complexities. I want to again say, marriage is a sacred event in one's life. It cannot be treated casually as is happening now. Although environment process has started as seen in increasing number of girls in schools and colleges, women entering occupations, even in the non-traditional sectors, the process has been painfully slow. Moreover, any improvement is only in the urban areas. The gender disparity in education, health status, and others in the rural areas continues. It must be therefore understood by women that empowerment cannot be given to them. It cannot come on a golden platter. It has to come from within. It has to be earned. This is possible if only women are educated, and education is not just literacy. Empowerment of women can be achieved only by women helping themselves rid themselves of the inferiority complex that permeates the mind of Indian women. Working women need to learn to take decisions, choice of workplace, plan one's life. There needs to be understanding that gender equity is not superiority or inferiority. It is a balance of respecting each other. The major obstacles to empowerment are the traditional mindset of women and men, a sense of inferiority complex permeating the minds of Indian women, lack of understanding of equality, and most importantly, economic dependence. This needs to be changed. I think I would like to conclude by drawing an inspiration from one of the women Nobel laureates of 2012, one of the 3 women laureates in 2012, Lema Govi. She was a Liberian, young, 39 years old, and when she heard the award, she said, "Don't wait for Gandhi, don't wait for King, don't wait for Mandela. You are your own Gandhi, you are your own king. This reinforces the need for confidence in oneself that we can achieve, and there is nothing that women cannot achieve. Let our women get rid of their mindset and inferiority complex and aspire to be achievers. We need dedication, commitment, motivation, most importantly, passion. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. V Shanta. And anything one says after that speech would just be nothing.